Hi.
Hey.
What's up?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Hey.
God help me.
So we watched The Infiltrator.
Yeah, we did. We infiltrated the movie, as you say.
Lovely.
We infiltrated it. This is gonna be a Cinema Snobs review of The Infiltrator, starring Bryan Cranston.
You know what? I'd do him. He's sexy.
Bryan Cranston.
The Power Ranger star.
So who are you?
Like, what are you?
I am the one who knocks.
Yeah.
What else was he in?
Hey, my escorts. You know, if you guys really want to be helpful, you'll come replace this oil line of mine. No thanks, oil line's all yours.
I think that would lead to
Beach
Austrian.
Boy, I'm completely legit. And you know, I'm not losing a minute of sleep because you don't like what I'm doing. Come on, give me a break.
I think
Malcolm in the Middle.
Listen, Wide Ride, these guys are just trying to do something nice for you. Give them a break.
I'm sorry, did you just call my wife Wide Ride?
Oh, okay, I get it. You gotta make a big show for them.
Yeah, Malcolm.
That's about it.
Is that Jerry Seinfeld?
Hey, he didn't come with us.
Yeah.
I don't think he was really
Nothing
anything else.
big. Oh, he was also in Godzilla.
You're lying. Because what's really happening is that you're hiding something out there.
Oh yeah, he was in Godzilla. Great
Godzilla.
film. Great film. And The Infiltrator you can add to the list. So a seemingly unknown actor.
How does it feel to be a smartass?
Yes.
Just doing what he can.
Not anymore.
Yeah, nominated for 0 awards ever.
Wipe down this!
Ever. He's alright.
Yeah, work it. Baby, work it.
Turn that off!
Yeah, I think he's good. I've always liked him in Malcolm. Oh, he was in X-Files.
How about if we just pull over and let me out too, huh? I must be cramping your style.
Just shut up.
Oh, yeah.
He was in X-Files.
He's a big up-and-comer.
Looks like Keith Richards with a glass of warm milk.
He's a character actor, and I think he's gonna get his start one day.
Heart's in the right place, man. Your heart's in the right place. We love you, man. We love you.
I think somebody's gonna give him a chance.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's dive into this film. I love the start of this movie where it's just grainy footage of like old things from like the 80s or 70s.
See, I don't like it when movies do that, but I appreciate that they did it.
I just thought it was so edgy.
Yeah, it was super edgy.
But Rush played Tom Sawyer.
Yeah.
A Monday warrior, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride.
I did like Tom Sawyer.
I love that song.
Yeah, and you know what? It was an interesting scene that it started up with. It was Bryan Cranston being all character acty, and he was like, I'm a guy with a handlebar mustache.
Yeah, and he walks into this bowling alley.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, look, Breaking Bad's in a bowling alley. Oh, he was in Breaking Bad!
Breaking Bad.
I don't know who he was in that, but
Yeah.
he was probably something forgettable.
Yeah,
or
it's something.
Shut up!
Something with like a yellow man.
Oh,
orange
yeah.
man.
Damn, they're so annoying, those people.
Yeah, and they made Mirth.
Yeah.
They made Mirth for all the boys and girls
Yeah.
at their Summertown Christmas village.
Yeah.
Stop.
They made like yellow topaz or.
Familiar with my product. It is the purest, most chemically sound product on the market anywhere.
Yeah, and they had Jocelyn Greenman.
Yeah.
It was his friend.
A wire? You want a wire? I got a wire. Speak into the mic, bitch.
It was a good show. I really need to. I haven't watched it in a long time, so I apologize.
You know, I've only read reviews online.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah.
You haven't seen it?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Boo-hoo.
I mean,
can I confess to you something? I've only read synopses.
yeah, I mean, we're middle-aged men and we're mid-20-year-old men. We've never seen Breaking Bad.
I'm sorry, what were you asking me? Will you please, just once, get off my ass? What? What'd I say?
Yep. All right, so I instantly, after this bowling alley scene, I checked the time of the movie, and I was like, this movie's 2 hours long?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a lengthy movie.
Enough.
Oh.
Although, how sad is it that now seeing like a 2-hour movie, you're like, oh, that's kind of long.
I think it was just this movie. Like Oscar movies, I know.
Yeah.
I know that's gonna be 2 hours, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Like Scorsese's new movie is probably gonna be 3 hours.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, anything by Zack Snyder, that's gonna be 3 hours.
And all right.
It's gonna be gorgeous.
All right, so he gets busted.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, he's busted. He's flirting with some bowling alley chick. And he gets busted.
Yeah.
Or does he? Turns out he doesn't. He's a Fed.
Yeah.
And he gets a little burn mark from his wiretap, which I've never seen in a movie before.
Yeah, I didn't know, like, I was like, oh man, does he have like an Iron Man heart? What's going on here?
Yeah, it seemed like he was having a heart attack in the beginning. I was like, this is kind of an interesting opener.
Yeah.
But no, his wire like burst.
Yeah.
And like just caught a little fire on his chest.
Does that happen?
Yeah. But science.
Yeah.
Help us out, science.
It doesn't matter whether something feels cold or hot. If molecules are moving, eat something all things got. You know the words now, sing along. It doesn't matter whether something feels cold or hot.
Yeah, because I've never seen that before. I don't know anything about like wiretaps back in the 80s, so maybe that's a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. So he gets back home. Mm-hmm. I love, at first I really thought his wife was the wife from Malcolm in the Middle. I was like, they had like similar like hair, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
No. Mm-hmm. It would have took me out though.
Yeah.
It would have took me out. In every movie, there's gotta be a John Leguizamo.
Hello? Help your children to just say
hello, anybody home?
In it.
Yeah, you know, he's everywhere still.
Yeah, Luigi from Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, Mario Luigi.
Name? Mario. Last name? Mario. Okay, what's your name?
Luigi.
Luigi?
No, Luigi Mario.
Okay, look, how many Marios are there between the two of you?
There's 3. It's Mario and Luigi Mario.
As they say.
I did not like him in this movie.
Bendito, that's so kind of you. I don't get invited to too many houses with a wife and tea.
They weren't invited.
You know, he's always a hit or miss for me. I can really enjoy him, but I don't know. Like I feel like he plays the same character too often.
All right, be like that.
Right.
Yeah.
He's just like the edgy friend.
Yeah.
So how'd you two meet again?
The IRS.
IRS? You two must have got all the pussy. This is an order to drop the panties.
Don't encourage him.
Hey,
You can see yourself out over the wall.
Yeah.
And what's funny is I saw him. What was the last thing I saw him in? Sisters with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, and he was just like a shady dude who was a little too edgy, but they still were friends with him anyway.
Yep.
It was like the person he was playing in this. He was just a Fed though.
Bob, you're undercover. You gotta do whatever the fuck you gotta do, man. You should have fucked that stripper, fucking do a line of coke, anything to stay alive, man. You got the best fucking job in the world. I can't believe I have to talk you into this shit.
Yeah, and you know, it sucks to get typecast like that, but I guess, you know, if you do a role well, you do a role well.
Bro, what do I have to do to make you happy, man?
You know what I just noticed? So Malfoy's dad was in this.
Oh, really?
You know, Jason Isaac? He was in like 2 scenes.
Yeah.
But like he just walked in and out.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like twice he popped up. I was like, oh cool, Jason Isaac's in this. He must have a big part.
Yeah.
It's Jason Isaac. Mm-hmm. He was in 2 scenes and he was just gone. I love there's this conversation that John Leguizamo's character has in Breaking Bad's character. Breaking Bad has. His name is Bob.
Yeah.
I like calling him Breaking Bad.
It is the most basic of names.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they have a meetup at his house, and John Leguizamo. I love this line that really like is. I hate when a line treats you like an idiot. Like you're an audience member, and you just feel like, oh wow, you're treating me like an idiot right now.
Yeah.
One of the lines he says, he goes, "This war on drugs doesn't cost cheap."
$250,000
Yeah, nobody said the war on
Yeah,
drugs is gonna
like
fix
we
it.
know the war on drugs is a thing.
Yeah.
We know this is the era of it.
So this is all just a joke to you?
Like, you hit us over the head with it.
Oh my god, you're a piece of work.
Yeah.
Like, immediately.
And I don't think anyone that's going into this movie is like, oh, I really want to watch this movie, doesn't know that it's about a war on drugs.
Let me tell you something. Nobody does it better than me.
Right.
Or if you can't pick that up from the context of the movie, then it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, like one of the biggest rules of writing is you gotta you gotta have some faith in your audience.
Yeah.
That they're gonna track what's going on.
Yeah, you have to treat them with some sense of intelligence.
Right, like this is not spoon feeding time. But the film, like for the most part, had a pretty decent pace.
Yeah.
Almost to the point where I didn't know what was happening a lot.
There was like actually several times where I was like, what's happening? And that doesn't happen to me in movies very often. But there were a couple times where I'm like, what is going on? Was I just not paying attention? But no, I was paying attention. It was like, I guess not smooth transitions, and everything wasn't explained very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everything wasn't like explained. There was just random acts of action.
Yeah.
That just what happened?
Yeah.
Like there was a bust. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, maybe they're throwaway lines where they're lines that actually explain what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because they were just meeting with people. I feel like the whole movie was just them meeting people, meeting people. Oh, this person came back. Does he know who I am? And then it was just like, what's going on?
And 90% of the time when someone got murdered, I was like, wait, why did they just get murdered?
Right.
There's only one time where like it was very clear to me, like, oh, that's why that dude just got murdered right there.
Right.
Yeah.
The subtitles bugged me. I like a good, bold subtitle.
Me too.
That is gonna pop up and doesn't blend into the scenery.
Yeah, it was very faint, and this is a like nitpicky thing, but it was annoying.
Yeah, like because they would disappear on people's clothes.
Yeah.
Like half of the sentence, and you're like, what is he saying there?
Yeah, and this isn't like Netflix subtitles. This is subtitles put in by the movie for
Right.
the audience.
Right.
So that's unforgivable.
Yeah, unforgivable.
But
yeah, I mean, the first scene it shows them with subtitles, and they're white subtitles, and they're all wearing white. So it's just like it's just on their clothes. So you miss what they're saying.
Yeah,
like in the first scene with them.
Let's talk about how white this movie was.
This movie's so white. Hashtag so white.
Hashtag so white.
The Oscars got nothing on this whiteness.
Yeah.
Like seriously, this movie, white.
Yeah, the only time it was like very understandable was the wedding scene, but every other scene it's like super white backgrounds with lush white colors that just like popped out at your face, and you're like, oh, this is a little overwhelming.
Yeah. Also, when they were in an interior building, the exterior sunlight would be so bright.
Yeah.
Like that it wouldn't show what's outside. And I get it. You know, they can't show what's outside because they're filming on a set or a lot or something that doesn't make sense to the timeline. But it was like everything was just like way too bright coming from the door.
Yeah.
There was like some lens flare happening, and I was like, this is not a J.J. Abrams film.
Yeah.
This is a Infiltrator.
Nice day to start again. It's a nice day for a white wedding. It's a nice day to start again.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I also I looked at the time again. I remember during the film, and I saw, oh man, it's 25 minutes into this film.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I didn't. The things I listed was I had no idea who these characters were, what the conflict was.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff was explained poorly. It was either spoon-fed to you or not delivered in a way that was just like natural. It kind of just felt like, hey, I'm having conversations with all these guys. We're not going to explain who these guys exactly are.
Right. Like maybe like put some like, you know, I mean, I know it's a little cliche, but the like typewriter, like these are who these people are.
Yeah, like just something.
Because there was no suspense. You didn't know. Because okay, the story of this film is he's going undercover as like a banker or something like that.
Yeah.
To launder money, to pretty much get a bunch of people that are selling drugs, to give them money and like, you know, to bust them.
Yeah, you gotta bust them.
And you know,
bust them up.
It's a classic, you know, like undercover type of film that I've seen a bajillion times. Way better by others.
Seen so many times.
But I didn't know when he was undercover and when he wasn't sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be meeting with people and I'm like, okay, like, are these just normal people? What's going on here?
And he'd be like, see you, Bob. And you're like, wait, what?
And he'd be like, what? And yeah, it just wasn't clear who was bad and who was good, and like it just I don't know, I wanted the intensity was robbed of any scene when I didn't know who it was.
And you know what was something that was unrealistic for me? I know it's based off a true story, but I can't imagine he was legitimately going home to his wife all the time.
Yeah,
like usually I would imagine like they would be tracking him, they'd be investigating him, they'd be looking at all this stuff. But it's like he's like, all right, I'm off to impersonate this guy, and now I'm just driving back home to the wife.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, NBD.
So they go to a strip club in one of the earlier scenes.
Yeah.
And every woman. It's a weird strip club, guys.
Yeah.
Every woman is dressed like a zebra woman.
Yeah.
They have like purple hair and they're just zebra women.
Yeah, I've always had an affinity for zebras. So.
Zebra?
Yeah.
You a tiger? You a lion?
Yo, man, I'm a gazelle.
Ooh, girl.
I like to prance.
So one thing I heard about this movie going in that I heard it was mostly, it had something to do with Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve, I've been thinking. I think we've been doing this backwards. We've been following the drugs to get to the bad guys. What if we chase the money to get to the bad guys? The real power up at the top.
Okay.
And so the whole movie I was like, where's Pablo?
These guys need no introduction. Pablo Escobar and his little bitch, Don Chepe. His top finance guy, Rudy Armbrecht. And his main distributor, Roberto Alcano, a.k.a. the jeweler. Let's stop this poison. All right, out, everybody out.
Where is Pablo?
You promised to extend our network if I delivered, and I have. Boss. If you can't convince your bosses to meet with me, then our arrangement is over.
Where is Pablo Escobar?
It's Escobar.
Oh, wait a second, Bob. Are you in danger from Pablo Escobar?
And he's only mentioned briefly throughout the movie.
Escobar sent me his calling card. The bloody coffin.
I apologize for my associate's indiscretion, but as your friend, I beg you to get him his money. Without it, he is an animal.
I'm asking you to tell Don Chepe to deliver a message to Escobar that I do not do business under threat.
Well, at this point, unfortunately, neither you nor I are in a position to dictate terms to Don Pablo.
Yeah, so I was really confused because in the description of the film, it says, he's trying to bust Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
More importantly, the other man is Pablo Escobar.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I'm not.
And I was expecting Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
Nice to see you again.
It doesn't.
I'm gonna deal with the luggage.
People want to know where in the world is Pablo Escobar.
And I get it, they were probably trying to avoid Narcos, but still, it's like, ugh.
Yeah, and I mean, you made a point earlier that was like, this movie probably got made because Narcos is really big right now, so they're like, yeah, let's make another movie about Pablo Escobar.
Oh yeah, this was probably a script that was sitting around for a couple of years, and they were just like, quick, we need something to capitalize on this Narcos thing.
Yeah.
You got any Pablo Escobar stuff? You got any Escobar stuff? And they're like, I got something.
Yeah.
And then they just fast tracked.
Yeah, legit. That's kind of what it feels like.
So when they're at the strip club, the guy who was talking to him was getting a blowjob, and do you remember Bob's just looking at him, and he's having a conversation with a guy who's just having a blowjob.
Yeah.
And it's just they're having this conversation, and it's so awkward and funny at the same time.
Yeah.
And it was just why is this happening?
I didn't. That's my problem with these kind of movies. It's like a lot of stuff like that happens.
You don't know me very
I don't feel
well.
like it's for
Yeah,
like
my
story
friend,
purposes or anything like that. It should just be like,
I'm engaged.
hey, look how sleazy these guys are.
Right, these guys are just so edgy.
Yeah.
The color palette, I mean, we've already mentioned this, but I think I really need to reiterate. Like, I will probably mention this like 3 more times.
Yeah.
The color palette was ridiculous.
And sometimes the color correction was very sketchy.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden in one scene it turned blue
Yeah.
out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and it wasn't like to show like a dream
What
sequence or
is-
anything like that. It was like, why did you
expensive.
guys do this?
Yeah, the colors were just like, the whites were overblown, the lights and everything were just overblown.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where it was like, what are you trying to do here?
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know, like, I know they weren't trying to like replicate like coloring from the 80s and 70s because it doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know what they were
Mr.
trying to
Howard.
do.
I'd like to
It kind of, I just didn't understand it.
Yeah.
Usually I can
But
steer
I
some
can assure you
understanding
it's
to a
just
color
like
palette
Yeah.
or some sort of lighting decision or anything.
professional
I just
as
couldn't.
any-
Well, it needs to make sense.
It didn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't. It didn't track with me.
Yeah.
So he's meeting up with more
Client
people,
likes
more
something in transport
heavy
which has
duty
no cover.
drug people,
And one
and
of
they go
their
to his
planes
like
goes
mansion.
down.
Yeah.
Load 'em
And
out.
so they're having this discussion at the mansion, and there's a naked man in his pool.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a stereotypical rich man.
Yeah.
Who would you have in your pool?
Naked men.
You two look like you need to get wet.
Naked women is usually how it goes in most movies.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I feel like we got our wires crossed.
Yeah. Like I was assuming like a lot of naked dudes just in a pool.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Like maybe that's on me.
Yeah, that's probably what you would.
Maybe that. But yeah. So typically.
But yeah, it was just like somebody's like brother was like swimming in the pool naked, and I'm like, why is this happening?
Yeah, like some things that are just like, hey, we're edgy guys.
Right.
We like to do stuff, like get blowjobs and have conversations, swim naked in a pool. And it's just like, okay, I guess I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just weird.
Yeah.
The film, like, it kind of just trails.
Yeah.
Like, I remember just like similar things just popping up and kind of having deja vu when I saw other people.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that guy again. Wait.
Hey, there's that dude.
There's that guy again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yo, geez. There's some stakes.
Uh-huh.
And like, it's just like, there's just not much happens.
It fell short.
There's not a lot of conflict.
A lot of the movie just kind of fell short.
The one bit of conflict I can remember is when he's in the restaurant with his real wife.
Yeah.
And then the guy recognizes him. So he's like,
This is-
oh, this is my secretary.
Yes, sir.
And there's this cake brought out because it's
No,
their
sir, you said it was
anniversary.
an anniversary.
And he's like, why does it say happy
would I
anniversary
say
on
it's
here?
my-
And he
I'm not
like
even
dumps
married.
the
Why
waiter
would I
into the
have
cake and
Yeah.
like acts like an asshole. And the wife's like, I've never seen you look like this before.
Yeah.
That was like the only bit of conflict I could really imagine.
I mean, there
that
was
happened that early on, at least.
Yeah, I mean, there's some deaths and stuff that happens later on, but and there's like that scene that he gets kidnapped and stuff like that.
So he meets this dude.
Yeah.
And he's Pablo Escobar's something or other. And they get a little close.
Yeah.
He meets, he needs to get a fake wife, Bob does. So he gets Diana Kruger, who I haven't seen in 10 years.
Haven't seen her in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that actress. So they're playing, you know, husband and wife. And they're hanging out with Pablo Escobar's friend and his wife. And they hung out maybe like twice. And then they have another dinner and he's like, listen, let's have a cheers.
Yeah.
Because I love you guys. You're my family. And I'm like, whoa.
They became really close really fast.
He's a very clingy drug dealer.
Yeah.
Very clingy.
Like, how long did these guys know each other?
Like, he needs to, you know, to take it back a little. He's going to scare Bob off.
Yeah, like if he felt like a clingy ex being like, hey, I know we've only been dating for a week, but we should move in together.
Yeah. Maybe get married. I hear wedding bells.
Yeah, like let's lease a property down in Florida.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So after they have that meeting, this is when I think one of the biggest like things that have to do with the conflict come up. So he comes home And he's like relaxing, and then his daughter comes home and like sees that there's an envelope and gives it to her dad, and there's blood on it, and she has blood all over her hands, and they freak out. And they're like, "Ooh, you got a cut on your finger!" And everyone starts freaking out. Turns out the envelope had a bloody miniature casket in it.
Yeah.
And this is a thing that Pablo Escobar does.
Yo, but real talk, how much money do you think Pablo Escobar like dishes out on those miniature coffins? That was a high quality coffin.
He probably went to bulk.
Yeah,
Probably went got it in China.
Okay, that makes sense.
So he probably paid like 10 cents a thing.
It looked porcelain.
No, I mean it's probably a good price. Pablo Escobar does not skimp on his death threats.
Yeah, because I mean that sends a message being like, hey, I sent like $20 to send this to you.
Yeah.
That's a big chunk of change.
A big chunk of change to tell you you're gonna die.
Yeah.
But he'll get it back, just by fear alone. So then they have this meeting after the casket thing, after all this and that. This guy's Crazy Eyes shows up.
Oh yeah,
who's this Crazy Eyes guy?
This guy that's just like, hey, what's up, man?
If you're in Tampa on October 3rd, you would do us the honor
What's up?
of attending our wedding.
And then he's like, I'd very much like to attend
I
your
will
wedding.
leave. It can be arranged.
And then he leaves. And Bob somehow knows who that is. And he goes,
More importantly, the other man.
and I'm like, that's Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, like
that guy sucks.
I was just expecting like the music to just go bum bum bum.
More importantly, the other man is Pablo Escobar.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I'm not.
More like the Inception. Wow.
And then credits.
That was the last time you saw him in this movie.
Only time you saw him.
Only time you saw him.
Yeah.
Was just the weird exchange where like, I like to go.
Hope that if
Yeah, and he just looked like
you would
a
do us the
guy.
honor of
He was just a normal dude. I wanted him to have some like
I will
gravitas.
Yeah, I was like, who is this featured extra?
Thank God he got his time to shine.
Yeah.
By a producer's son.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like that was kind of a letdown. I was like expecting it. I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. The coolest scene in the movie was the oneer.
Classic.
They did a oneer, guys.
They did.
A
It was
one shot.
It was a legitimately good shot.
They were setting up for the wedding. Now the wedding was gonna be their giant bust. They invited all of their drunk kingpin friends, and they were gonna bust them all at their wedding. Bob and his fake wife, Diana Kruger's wife. Wedding. Yep. Words. The thing about the wedding, like, there was no tension. There was absolutely no tension. Like, oh, is this gonna work? Is this what's gonna happen? His bromantical friend, the Pablo Escobar guy, shows up.
Yeah.
They didn't think he was gonna show up because he got busted earlier. And then he shows up, and then everything just goes without a hitch.
Yeah.
They all get busted. Pablo Escobar isn't there. No shit. He's not dumb.
Yeah.
And that's it. Then it just sort of ends with the normal classic, hey, guess what? This is a true story. Let's list facts at the end.
Yeah.
Let's show the actors and their characters.
Yeah.
And that was it. It was a pretty by the books affair.
Yeah, like this felt like a very like, hey, we need a movie. This is how we need it to be. Make it.
Yeah, it was very much like dots. There was like a dot here, a dot there, and they just crossed them.
It felt like its sense of creativity, its sense of art was completely lost.
Yeah.
This felt like a movie that was made just to have like people watch it. That's honestly what it feels like.
It was an audience film, I think it was something to capitalize. It was seriously just to capitalize on the Escobar.
Yeah, it's a moneymaker film.
Yeah,
like
probably didn't make much money.
Yeah, and I don't see it really winning that many awards or anything like that.
Right.
Like maybe a Bryan Cranston like small award, but it was like like his performance really got lost in like poor filmmaking.
Yeah. So
Here we go. Bob Mosella.
do you recommend this movie?
Life of crime.
If you really like this genre, yeah, you know what? Like, I don't think it's terrible. Like, I don't think it's a bad. Like, I wouldn't say it's bad. I don't think it's good either.
Yeah.
I feel like it is very middle of the pack movie. And in a year that has had really weak movies, to be honest, this just feels like another collection of weak movies that's come out this year.
Yeah, it sucks. This movie, I would say, I'm always into recommending something better.
Yeah.
Watch American Hustle if you want to watch a movie like this.
Or The Departed.
The Departed, yeah. American Hustle or The Departed. They're two very good films that are kind of in this vein of like living a double life.
Yeah.
And having to hide it from your family and whoever, and having, you know, a friend that you make inside, and you gotta bust him.
And just done so much better.
Yeah. I mean, you got Martin Scorsese and David O. Russell.
Yeah.
Those are very good names that you can trust.
Yeah, with top actors as well.
Yeah, that's right. I wanted to like this movie. I love Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, me too.
I really hope, and he gets better movie parts. I mean, he got Truman, he got that one movie. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not important.
Yeah, but I want to see him do better.
Our first theme, Hawaiian Brian. We could have coconuts. Maybe that obese man who sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow, we could get him to come sing.
He's dead.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like he may have done this earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hopefully he becomes a little bit more pickier with his roles.
Lights, camera, Cranston.
Wow.
Hello, everyone.
How original.
Because I didn't really like him in Godzilla either.
I didn't see it.
I deserve answers.
Okay, see, I feel like ever since Breaking Bad, I haven't really seen anything that I'm like, oh wow, I love that.
Well, this is one that's called Hats Off to Brian, and people would wear different hats, like fedoras.
You are the limp of ideas.
And that's what I'm kind of waiting for with him.
I cannot wait to see my people's faces when they see me make my grand entrance.
So Bryan Cranston, if you're out there listening, we're waiting.
Yeah.
We're waiting for that performance, my friend.
We're fans, man.
We're big fans. All right, this has been Cinema Snobs' review of The Infiltrator. Don't see it.
Okay, I'm gonna come back in and pretend that I wasn't here. I'll just...
I'm Nick.
I'm Adam.
Catch you guys later.
Bye.
Peace.